Hi. I already recorded this once, and then I ran out of memory, so we're gonna try again. I'm out today with my daughter, and I'm just waiting for my husband to get off, and we only have one vehicle right now, and wait on him, and her appointment is at 4:15, so we're going to get her some help for her autism, and I think this new doctor will be really good. I was doing Bible study, and I was thinking maybe some people would like to join in. If you would like to read along with me, or if you'd like to join, listen, whatever. I'm kind of going to talk about my story, my testimony, and how some of the things I feel like other people should hear and do when they are searching for God, because He is real and He loves you. And yeah, I think you should stick around. We're going to have a good little time. I can't go live, but I am live right here. I'm going to post it immediately. So let's start with, we're going to do Proverbs 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words and understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equality, to give subtly to the simple, to the young men knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the word of the wise and their dark sayings. This is the beginning of knowledge right here. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. That's very important. I'm going to say why later. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. They really do. Have you ever seen somebody that is just cold and miserable, and they'll be asked to do something, they just don't do it just because someone asked them to do it, and they're miserable people, and that's why. That's part of the reason, you know. My son, hear the instructions of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For thou shalt be an ornament of grace unto the head, and chains about the neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as a grace, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in the lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. Stay away from temptation. Yeah, I was going to talk about this part. I it really touched me because that's kind of how I came to Christ. I grew up, my grandparents were missionaries for like 22 years. I grew up and I was very much in the church, but I was just a kid growing up in the church or growing up around godly people. I was just still a kid. And I didn't realize the wonderfulness, you'd say, wonderful effect that knowing God could have on my life. And I'm the type of person that I like to know why. Like, why? There's always some sort of reason why. I won't say a motive, because that's like a bad term. But there's always a reason. You don't just do something. And so I always ask why. And right here it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. And that really hit me. And one of the things that stopped me from doing a lot of things, and including taking my own life, was I was scared I would go to hell. I was scared I would be away from God forever. And that's a wonderful thing. That stopped me, and I'm here today. And it stopped me from doing many things. And I said, there's got to be more to this than just being scared of him. So I went digging. And I got books, and I got on YouTube, and I started digging. And I didn't watch regular TV anymore. I didn't have any hobbies. I worked, and then I came home, and that's it. I only started listening to Christian music, and I know that helped. And so I just didn't stop. And every video I watched was explaining or teaching, like Frank Turek, Turuk. He is awesome, and he scientifically pretty much proves God's existence. And there's so many people that have proved, well, you'd have to be, pardon my English, but you'd have to be just straight up an idiot to think there was never a man named Jesus. Now, whether he rose from the dead, you may fight that. And there are many, many scholars, Christian and non, that pretty much say all the evidence says that he did rise from the dead. And so sorry, I saw somebody come in. So like I said, you just go back to the very beginning. I went back to the beginning of the book, and I went to Genesis 1:1, in the beginning. Like, that's how I went back, and I wanted to understand you know how you go through the Bible, and whatever you don't understand, you just skip through. Well, I didn't do that. I wanted to understand every verse, every word. I wanted to understand where it came from, if it meant the same thing. Like, I've used Blue Letter Bible to see what it meant in Greek, because things meant different things back in that era, like that time. And so I dug through it all, and once I became a believer completely, there was no taking it back. The Bible even says that it's about lukewarm Christians, and I've written about it, that God says to choose a side. You're either hot or cold. You believe or you don't. And that's because you have to stand for something. And of course he wants you with him, but he would rather you be over there, not with him, instead of, constantly in and out, in and out, in and out. And I think that's what a lot of people do. And that's a shame. It is. But I started there. And then the questions got deeper and bigger. And, I had heard that they would. And it was true, And so I started thinking about things no one ever told me. Like, no one ever told me that you can have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ and he would save your life. He would literally save your life. And we all know what he did for us. But to understand it as an adult, it's really amazing. And it makes me cry all the time. Tears of joy, tears of unbelief. I just can't. Feelings that we can't even imagine. Love that we don't see much on this planet. And love to the extent that he gave us, not at all. And I can't wait to have this fleshly body gone, because I struggle big time with chronic illness, but I keep going because God is great, and he gave it to me or he allows it to happen for a reason. Maybe it's to keep me humble, maybe it's, I don't know, but there's a reason. And so I just I started digging deeper, and my questions were deeper, and then my feelings were deeper, and I just thought about things no one had told me. And then I started listening to God and doing everything that he said, because the more that we say no to what the Holy Spirit is trying to say to us, the more the Holy Spirit, he goes away. He goes away, and that's because we've told him no, and it gets easier and easier and easier until he's just gone. But it's like that same way when you say yes, 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 yes. It's the same way. You hear him louder and louder and louder, and in everything in your life, and it's amazing. And so I started hearing him in my life tell me what to do, how to do it, but that was only if I went to him in prayer. And then, I got used to talking to him all day, every day, and he would talk back to me. He does talk back to me. And at one point I was begging to die, and now I'm just very grateful that God gave me the spirit he did, and he gave me the life that he did, because I'm not comparing myself to Job, but like Job, things had to happen for a reason in order for him to be on the other side of it. And that's how it is. I always think of it as like pain. When you're going through a hard season, think, well, this is good. I know it hurts, but this is good because something great is coming on the other side. And that's I believe that's true with God. He has to push us and grow us and make us stronger in order to give us responsibility, knowledge, wisdom, and gifts. Even we sometimes we don't meet our spouses until we are both good people, like we call it good people, and we've worked our own BS out, if pardon my language, and then we can come together. But how we come together too quick, we would have ruined the relationship. So yeah, I wanted to explain that. Yeah, when I was 15, there was a death in the family. It was completely sudden, and it almost took my life. But the fear of God didn't let me. And like I said, if you're looking for God, if you're looking for Him, please go back to the beginning. God says, my people are dying from a lack of wisdom. He's not scared of you asking questions. He's not threatened by your doubt. He knows you, and He's ready. He's ready to prove to you His existence, so that you have faith. And but you have to be open-minded, and you have to actually look. It's not just going to fall in your lap, because at the end of the day, it's your soul that is believing in Him. So I encourage you, watch tons of videos, watch scientific videos, and if the man existed, if he rose again on the third day from from death, then obviously it happened. And no scholar out there, very, very few, will say that there's not proof of that, because there is. There's a ton of it. And if you go digging for it, you will find it. Cold Case Christianity, Frank Turek, people like that. And then YouTube will give you some other people. But they'll really help. And just start there. Start there and let Him explain. And then when you go through the Bible, make sure you don't just go through it and read over it and don't understand it. Make sure you understand every verse. And if you don't understand something, get Google. Look it up. And that's what you have to do sometimes. Because you can't put your faith in something that you don't know what it is. You need to know this book and know exactly what it is you're putting your faith in. If I'm going to die for you, then I'm going to, know why. And that's going to be because my never dying love for you. And I love you guys, and I would love to share more of my story, have more Bible studies, all that. You let me know, please, down in the comments if that is something you guys would be interested in, or if I'm just, I don't know, wasting my time and here for my own enjoyment. Really, it does help talking to you guys. And I thank you. I thank you, anybody who watched for any amount of time, especially the ones that are still here. And I thank you guys. And God bless you. Have a wonderful day. I might see you tonight. If not, I will see you soon. God bless you. Love you. Bye.